Yeah. Why are we recording?
So because now
Stop again. I don't understand what's going on.
it's okay. So tell me what you're struggling with your content.
Oh, okay. So we're talking about content. So I thought we were having a catch up, and you'd like record.
I thought you wanted to. I thought you
I
wanted
want to
to
catch up with you because I haven't seen you for a year, and I would love to discuss some business. So I wasn't sure that Jamil was cool, and you're just like, right, record, hit me. I'm like, whoa, let's go back 5 steps. But yeah, we can get straight into it if you want.
I thought that's what you wanted to call it.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know this was going on.
Can you remember when we were skiing and you were like, oh, what do all your friends think of you, Dave? And I was like, you are my friends. This is like one of those situations. You're like, well, come on here to see some of my friends. It's like business, record, hit me. I'm like, oh, friends no longer, business now. Oh, no. It's good though. I like you've got your business head on. Every time you speak to someone, you're like, record, hit me. Love it.
Look, that's actual tears. You made me cry.
Brilliant.
Oh, that's so funny. It actually made me cry.
But at the same time, let's cut the small talk. I'm going to hit you with my business. Great. Let's get straight to it. I'm well. Yeah, I'm good. You too. Let's do it.
Okay. Well, tell me what's going on in your content.
No, well, it's no. Well, yeah. We need to catch up. You're going to come and visit me anyway, so it's all good.
Let's do let's do like a 10-minute call, because this is just the most hilarious intro ever. 10-minute call about what I'm going to help you with, and then we'll just stop the recording.
Okay.
And then we're going to we'll just catch up.
God, yeah, I'd like that.
Okay, so David, what are you struggling with your content? What are you doing?
Well, I have my videography business. Well, one aspect of it is I'm in the process of building a new website. It's nearly there, but it's very specific. It's for my wedding films only. I used to have a big website for all my videos. And it was too much going on. The best example is if I wanted to send a promotional video to someone that was about, for a business or someone who's, basically I've had in the people that passed, like, I need to send my boss some of your work so I can send it to him so he can see what you do. And then the website would have like wedding videos on it and stuff. And he was like, look, that's not really what we're looking for. He was like, can you just send me something that's not on your website, like a show reel? My point being is that I've now got to where I've segregated my businesses. So I'm just going to have one website that's just dedicated 100% to weddings, and then another website that's dedicated to like promotional content that's not to do with weddings. So anyway, my wedding video website, I need obviously copy on there, like typing stuff, which is my weak point.
Typing stuff. The stuff you type.
So yeah, exactly. So I've kept it to an absolute minimal because I'm a big believer in that. It's like minimal. There doesn't need to be a lot, but what it needs to say needs to hit the point, because the content is the most important bit. But it's literally just like there's 3 main paragraphs. The website is basically weddings and parties, because I do like people who have weddings. It's the same. It's basically I've started doing like parties for like private videos. So go to it's like a wedding. You go to a private place. It's like a big event at someone's home. It's private, and I make video content for them. Those sort of clientele are exactly the same. Like we put on like private, like 60th, 21st by these sort of people, and so I've started doing videos for that type. But it's, to me, that's the same bracket. That's a private party or a private wedding. It's the same sort of thing. So the website is actually David Holbrook Films, weddings and parties. So the categories on the thing, that literally the first paragraph is like a bit of animation. The first paragraph is like David Holbrook Films. So the first like couple of paragraphs is like a broader insight into, my films, but not specific weddings or parties. Just it's like a couple of paragraphs of, explaining my sort of content. And then the next paragraph is wedding films. And then I have wedding films with animations, because one of my unique selling points, one of the things I do is wedding films with these sort of very quirky, personalized animations. And so there's this, it's like the sections like this, an intro to my films. Then there's like the next section of the website is just wedding films. And then it's wedding films with animations. and then it's under that, it goes into the section of parties. And when I've typed it out myself, it's so repetitive. It's like, oh, I create unique films, you know, like they're fun, uplifting. I use like fun music, engaging. And then when I come to the next section, I'm basically trying to not say the same thing, but it is the same thing, kind of. I just want to make it fresh and professionally worded and fun, you know, and like the whole, when you see the website, it's about like creativity and stuff. And then it's the party section. But then the most important bit really is like, that's very minimal. I've literally got like, it's literally a couple of sentences, so it's not a lot, but it's just, at the moment, it's very repetitive. But then at the bottom of the page is like the most important bit, which is like the FAQs. And that's like in tabs, and it's things like, how much does it cost? You know, when do you arrive? Are you insured? How do we choose the music? When do you arrive? When do you turn up? Why should we choose you? You know, there's a whole load of questions, and those look like, that's basically the most important bit of like, when someone comes, the client arrives, and they're like, oh, okay, how much does it cost? Blah, 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 blah. And so there's like chunks of paragraphs in those like FAQs, and I've just spelled out stuff. So yeah, it's just that I'm not very good with that word. You know, I know what I need to say, but it's just so, it just comes out a bit bland. You know.
This is very David. Okay,
Yeah.
so the problem you're experiencing is that how to advertise for different services which are similar, so that you're not using words that are repetitive. It's like distinguishing between your different services, even though there's similarities between them, but making sure that it's clear what is different about them.
Yeah, but it's also, it does sort of need to be repetitive. It's one of those things where if someone goes on my website and then goes down to like, oh, I'm not interested in weddings, I've got a party, they click on the party tab, sends them straight down to like that section. It still needs to kind of, if they don't read, I can't just miss out what I've said.
It needs to include all the information without saying exactly the same thing as before. So it needs to be distinguished but detailed.
Exactly, and short and so. It's just that the amount of times I've said like, you know, and I'll say, oh, I create unique, fun wedding films. It's like, well, everyone can say they create unique wedding films because everyone is unique. So it's being more specific on those, because I know you do that. You'll be like, well, what's unique about it and why? And it's all that really good stuff. And you're like, well, so when you read it, it's like, okay, this is really good content.
Distinguish, detailed, and creates a unique feeling.
Mm.
Okay, between different services that you create, that you offer.
Yeah, and it's waffling on, you know, like I'm trying to express a point, like when I'm like, because like there's different scenarios, you know, like, oh, okay, so for me, if I'm rocking up to a wedding, they're like, where will you stay? Where will you stay? And then for parties, it's different to weddings. It depends where they are. There's, you know, it depends on the situation, basically. So when I'm writing this, I'm sort of waffling on. So the content I create is just a bit, I mean, I'll refine it all. I'll go through it all again and again and trying to make it as refined as possible.
Anti-waffle, relevant and detailed. Unique website copy.
And spelt correctly is
I mean, I'm not the best person to do that. My spelling's atrocious, but I think I spell a bit better than you. Yeah, I can't spell. My spelling's terrible.
Oh, I see. I thought you were the guru copywriting legend of English.
Not of spelling.
Okay.
I know. The thing is, I like it. I think of it like the stars. I know loads of words, like more words than most people know. It's like,
that's
I can't name all the stars. Like, come on. And I can't spell all these words. And if I spend time learning that, then I'd not know as many.
I've got Grammarly anyway, so we can.
There you go. I've got
put it through that.
You've got Grammarly. Okay, so basically, the problem that you're struggling with is that you do multiple different things, multiple different hats, but you're advertising them all on the same website. So you need to distinguish between each one, whilst also containing all the relevant details where there might be some overlap. But it's still important to keep those details. But maybe just having them as it's like a fresh way to read each of the details, and then be engaging in the way that it's said. The copy is going to be like fun to read.
Yeah, exactly. You know, when you go on to like modern young kind of companies' websites, and it's like fun. It's like, you know, they're like having fun with it rather than just like, mine's so factual. It's just boring. It's like, I am a wedding video. Whereas, you know, just a bit more like, and it's difficult because I'm writing it for me, so I never know where to say like I do, or how it starts, you know.
That's
So
okay.
starting-
So what I'm going to say is on next Tuesday's Messaging Mastery hot seat session, I'm going to have you, and I'm going to fix this for you.
Amazing. Sounds good. What time? Tuesday.
11 a.m.
Okay, perfect. So it's funny because I just booked in a call at 11 a.m, but I can change that. That's very flexible. This is more important.
Cool. Well, so on Wednesday, I don't know, 24th, I think it is, something like that. We are going to help you create anti-waffle, relevant and detailed, unique website copy that distinguishes between your different services that are also kind of similar.
Yeah.
Great.
Exactly. Megatron.
So I'll just basically do what I've just done for myself.
Yeah. Well,
Megan.
sounds good. Do I need? Well, yeah. We can.
You need to dress up.
Color.
It's a black suit occasion.
Is it? What about my wetsuit? Can I wear a
Yes.
wetsuit? Can they get really hot?
Turn
And I
off
can just
the
pour water on my head just so I can like turn time in the
And then you
water.
would definitely, I know you'd be so good at some sound effects like,
Yeah, exactly. Gargling on water.
okay, for anyone who's interested, so this is the point of recording this, for anyone who's interested, don't forget to tune in because it's going to be an interesting call.
It will. It'll be fun.
Thanks for confirming, Dave. All right.
Thank you.
Thanks for recording. Thank you.